hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You're firing me, firing me. Yeah, you're firing me, firing me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. Whoa, I can see, I can hear, going crazy for the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Said you out of my hand. Hurricane. Ready to fight, ready to go. That's my final word. Taking chances, a gift that just gets warm. Pulling the game, pushing my brain with the candlelight. I catch my breath and let it burn, 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 burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fear inside myself, and burn it all again. It's the right time to escape this cage I've been looking for so long. Is that where I belong? Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Japanese Wrestling Update. I am your co-host, Andre C., sitting in the Melball throne, and right beside me, live in person, my girl, my princess. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
I'm doing great, Andre. I just hit the dog in the face.
Oh, don't hit a dog in the face.
Poor Koji. Poor Koji. He's excited that we're here. He's excited that we're doing this. He has no idea what's going on,
No,
but he just chopped the hell out of you.
he did. He gave me the Kojima chop. It's true. Kojima chopped me before the show.
Fantastic.
Yep.
We just got both back home from the gym.
Yep.
You trained with Rich this morning. I trained with myself. That's what I do. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, just worked out. Did 3 sets of 214 pounds trap bar deadlifts. Let's go, and did a bunch of other stuff with Rich. So yeah, it went very well. Yeah.
I did not do that. I did increase the weight in which I did not need assisted pull up, bench, get stronger. Yes,
Yep.
we got shit to talk about this week.
We
Holy
do.
crap.
Just so you're aware, if you're in the chat, this is a pre-recorded episode. As this airs live, we will be at Top Town Pro Wrestling watching Mustafa Ali and Queen Aminata from TNA and ROH respectively. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk some stuff. For all those of you that are hoping to get our responses to all together again, we're gonna speak on 2 items that came out of the show, but we still haven't seen it because it's only available through pay-per-view. And when I went to try to order it, it
Only
said
available in Japan.
yeah. So that didn't help, not at all.
No,
So
I can only fake being pale for so long. I can't fake being Asian, unfortunately.
we'll kick it off with a show we could buy on pay-per-view,
Mhm.
and it was the WrestleMania show, which I've watched some of it. I think you watched some of the show, but you haven't watched the whole thing yet.
Yeah. I watched the first half of it up until this match, and then this match. I haven't had the opportunity to watch the rest of it, but it was actually very solid show. Like for me, I'm not a big fan of like the hardcore deathmatch stuff. They did open up with a hardcore match, but it was one of those matches where, as we've mentioned on Chop Talk with RCW, they've been doing their hardcore matches really, really well in that it's not grotesque. It's really good. It's actually set up really well. That's exactly how this was. It was really, really nice. Yeah, but this match was definitely, for me, the highlight of everything because obviously.
Yeah, an absolutely incredible match. We're not going into details like we normally do. I don't have the notes up for it.
You can catch that on our new show.
Dream Review Marigold, which will be coming out in the next couple of days.
Mhm.
Our preview of this, and then we actually have a preview of the first Marigold event. We went through the card talking about the matches and what we're looking forward to in there. So yeah, that will be coming in the next couple days. We're just working on an intro video for the show.
Yes, yeah, we got to get that taken care of.
Yeah, so
something that we can highlight in this one for me, Mirai versus Great Sakuya.
oh
That was a singles match that I didn't know that I needed to see, that if I'm not given in the next couple months, I'm going to be disappointed. The charisma that both of those women had and the effortlessness in which that they showed it to us was just something that I need in a one-on-one capacity.
Oh yeah, I was a big fan of Julia facing off with Nozaki.
Yeah,
and I will say this: Nozaki has a very similar look to Julia too.
correct. Yeah.
She has some the braids in her hair. The gear is very similar.
Yeah.
A very similar style in the gear, and I just love them facing off because they were so good together. Just everyone in this match, Utami Hayashida just running over people in this match.
So good. She was the muscle in this one for sure.
Miyuki Takaze, I think, yeah, Miyuki Takaze.
Yes.
She actually was really wonderful at points in there. In there with Mai Sakurai there. They faced off a bunch during the match. It was just, again, really incredible match overall, which just, it was cool to see the women we're familiar with that came from Stardom that are now with Marigold. Yeah. And then we got the women from Noah, which I've only seen a couple matches here and there from them, and getting to watch them absolutely kill it was phenomenal.
Absolutely, yeah. It was really cool, especially because like we are obviously a little bit more familiar with Julia, Utami, Mai, and Mirai. It was interesting though because I feel like as much as we got what we were expecting out of the Marigold girls, I feel like we started to see the evolution of the characters into what they're going to be more in Marigold. Because remember, Utami, she had the rose. She was very, elegant, more about the people. She was very focused in this one. Same with Julia. She's very much about the people, very focused in this one. We saw Mai. She's always kind of had that savagery in her, but she never showed it to us because she was the ladyship in Stardom. But in this match, we saw that kind of savagery coming out of her, which is a new look for a ladyship, I think. That's not typically how a lady acts.
And she still did. She still brought out the ladyship pose. So she's still the ladyship in a sense.
Yeah,
but she's a much more like hardened and determined ladyship at this point.
Exactly. It's very cool to see how the girls are going to be changing post-Stardom.
Yeah, again, I look forward to the evolution and check out the preview because there's some really cool people coming over. Bozilla is going to be on that show, who's a German wrestler. I can't remember her father's name. He's wrestling ECW in the 98-99 Yulf.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was some German dude from the late 90s wrestling ECW. Is her dad, and then. You've got Nozaki will be on that show in a tag match. You have Zeta Steel coming in. You have just a lot of great people coming in, and what looks to be Cerise there in a tag in that main event tag. So lots of great stuff to look forward to at Marigold, which I'm super excited. And we're going to be having that with their new show, Dream Review Marigold. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
Me as well.
So from here, we're going to actually talk about something that happened on Wednesday night here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, that made us both super happy. We got to see Mina Shirakawa live in person.
Yeah. This is the one thing that I was hoping for. That, especially because like we kind of got the inkling that we wouldn't get Osprey,
which we didn't.
Bad. Very sad. However,
I had my towel with me and everything, which I don't have today, but that's because it's at home.
Yeah. Well, you were prepared. I kind of figured. I'm like, I was gonna wear my United Empire shirt. However, didn't want to be disappointed with myself, and I wore it to the last AEW show too. Mina's music hit though, and like both of us lost our ish. And I saved my voice for that moment, and I lost my voice in that moment for the night.
My voice was pretty scratchy after that.
Yeah.
If you go on to my Twitter at that Canada guy, I have I put a video up there the other day on Wednesday night. I posted it after Mina came out and made the save for Mariah, and you can just hear me and you can hear Belle in the background, just like, oh my God. Yeah, we're just freaking out. It's just because it's Mina Shirakawa. Like, what are the chances we would get her? The chance, like, the chances were so small we would get Mina Shirakawa in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada,
Yeah.
and we did.
Yeah.
Oh,
The chances of us getting Osprey versus Mina were higher.
Like-
and we got Mina. Which I am so happy for. Like, I really did want to see Osprey, but this made my night. Our good friend Jason Rutledge was also with us. He got an EXV chant started with our section. It was so amazing. But I was hoarse after this one. Like, I recorded a reaction video, which we put up on my story, and I sounded like a demon. It was just
but Mina did share it to her story, so we were super happy about that. So yeah, we were just it was exciting, and Mina shared one of my stories I posted up, and Mariah shared a couple stories I posted about tagging her in there. So it's just cool because we were having such a great reaction. I was wearing my Mariah May shirt on top of it all, so I took a picture after the show saying I wore my Mariah May shirt to the show, and she reposted it. It was just such a great night getting to see two of our favorites, one of our favorite tag teams to come out of Stardom, Rose Gold, and just see them together. It was so much fun. And on that show, we got Jay White versus Rocky Romero again in New Japan Classic. There, we got Kyle Fletcher on the ROH tapings, which was
correct.
That kid is bonkers good, man.
And he didn't really functionally do anything, but we got Okada.
Yeah. Okada did appear at the end of the show, fighting with FTR and fighting against FTR and Bryan Danielson, which we also got, which was really cool for me. Yeah, the brawling, whatever.
Okada and D-Bry Brady Dibbity Doo Da Day were playing Ring Around the Rosie in the corner.
Yeah, they were. It was pretty funny.
But getting back to Mina and Mariah, I mean, we got to also see Mariah face. What was that girl's name?
Harley Cameron.
Harley Cameron. I don't really know her too much. I know she's on AEW, but AEW is not regularly a show that I watch. I only
she was with QT Marshall's group for a while when he was running his group there. He had his little QTV. She was part of the QTV segment. She did a music video last year. Her music video played at the show we were at when they were feuding with
Let's keep in mind that I don't actually remember much of the first AEW show that we went to because Rogers.
She had memory loss of the night. That's what it was. It was memory loss.
We'll go with that. This show, I was good. I remember everything from start to finish.
I will never forget this show because of that right there. Because of that right there, I will never forget this show.
This was a great moment. Very great moment.
So hopefully next year we get Osprey.
I mean, I don't want to wait that long.
But I'm saying next year's tour, we'll hopefully get Osprey.
Yeah, let's hope.
So we're gonna jump over. We're gonna talk some wrestling in Japan. I get back to Japan. All Together Again happened this past weekend on the 5th of May, the 5th or 6th, the 6th of May on the Monday. We still haven't seen it. Again, like we said, it's
available in Japan, and we're not in Japan.
Yeah, I couldn't buy it because I'm region locked out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But we get some news coming out of this show. So the War Dogs, I got the results up here. The War Dogs, David Finlay, Gabe Kidd, and Jake Lee. Jake Lee is in parentheses here. They defeated Lotso Goblinovic to Hapon, Naito, Takagi, and Tsuji. And afterwards, they left Naito in a bloody mess, as you can see on the screen here. They left him bloody, Jake Lee standing over him. So they will be facing off, Jake Lee and Tetsuya Naito, in a singles match at the next Altogether event, which is, I think it's later this year. I'm not sure. Yeah, Altogether Sapporo. I'm just pulling up the date for it. It doesn't give me a date. But yeah, the next event is Altogether Sapporo. And they're going to be facing off in a singles match. I'm super excited for it. It's either in June or July. I can't remember. But I'm excited. Jake Lee versus Naito straight up one-on-one. That's going to be fire.
Mm-hmm.
Former GHC champion versus former IWGP champion. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. It's been, he's kind of been that lumbering giant that's kind of been coming in and out with Bullet Club. And I think that it's a good alliance. just because of the savagery that we see out of the War Dogs and the savagery that we kind of see coming out of Mr. Jake here. It's a good fit. So it seems like, and it really, really good crossover for both companies to start kind of bringing in fans from both sides. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes, especially because like Naito's title run with the IWGP title there, it kind of felt a little like a flash in the pan.
Oh, 100%.
For me, like just a little like, and that's concerning. Especially because we have spoken, the last year, and especially, what does the future hold for Tetsuya Naito? He's starting to get up there. We are starting to notice some mobility issues, not to the extent of El Presidente, mind you.
No.
But we are seeing him slowing down a little bit, and other members like Yota Tsuji, Shingo Takagi starting to step ahead of Tetsuya Naito. I'm hoping that this can be a reinvigoration for him. Or maybe it's a way out. I'm interested to see what they do and how quickly, because you don't know when the show is happening, correct? It's probably happening in the next couple months.
Either in June or July. I don't have the date for it.
Either way, they still have time, and we know how Naito loves his time to set up the mind games and the feuds and stuff like that. So I suspect that Naito's going to make some fun time in the next couple of months leading up into that.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up. June 15th. So actually it's next month. On June 15th in a month. A little over a month from now. And yeah, I'm been a Jake Lee supporter since his run in. He was doing his run in All Japan. He was the only I'll admit he was the only reason I watched All Japan Pro Wrestling. Because of how good his title run was, his title runs, his run to the titles. He did get hurt, which really screwed some stuff up for him, but he's come back. He had a great run as GHC champion, and Noah has just joining good looking guys and creating that what they've created there, and now working with the War Dogs. I feel like it's only an evolution for him. Again, he's not New Japan. He's still Noah, but I love that they're using this. It's like Kaito Kiyomiya last year. He would come in on a more regular basis, but doing the same with Jake Lee, and I love that. Yeah.
And they're also kind of doing it on the reverse also with Oiwa.
Oh yeah, Oiwa's doing his excursion down the road at Noah. The next thing we're going to talk about is another crossover of New Japan going to Noah. So coming off of this match, which was the semi-main, we had the main event. Oh, I'm gonna bring it back up. Shota Umino, Kaito Kiyomiya, and Yuki. They defeated Yuya Uemura, Konosuke Takeshita, and Shun Skywalker in a six-man tag. Post-match, after this great celebration, Gabe Kidd comes out to ruin everything, like he does, and he drove the shit out of Kaito Kiyomiya. And so what they did is they set this up, and you got a promo, talked about stuff and all the stuff that he does. And they set this up the day after altogether. The day after, on June 16th, GHG Heavyweight Championship, Kaito Kiyomiya versus Gabe Kidd in a Noah event. I am super pumped for this. In the unhinged Gabe Kidd, he might be strong champion by then because he's got a strong title. He's got a strong title challenge as we record this tomorrow at Resurgence tomorrow night. So he could, and we're gonna have so much to review next week.
Yeah,
we're gonna have two Chop Talks. We're gonna have Resurgence. We're gonna have Best of Super Junior starts tomorrow, which we're gonna preview here today. So much is coming.
Yeah. We're seeing Mustafa Ali tonight. And then we're seeing Leo Rush, who's also going to be facing Mustafa Ali at Resurgence, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're seeing Leo Rush after. How crazy is that?
Yeah, we have Leo Rush on the 19th here, I think. Yeah. Edmonton has become this crazy, awesome hotbed of professional wrestling because these companies are bringing in some of the best professional while having great professional wrestling in this city already. We're getting some insane talents. Tonight, as you're watching this, as this is airing live on Twitch and YouTube, we're seeing Mustafa Ali from TNA, former WB, and we're seeing Queen Aminata from ROH slash AEW. Just bonkers to me what we're getting now.
Yeah. And then at the end of the month, we're getting Ali Catch and Effie.
Pussy.
Mustafi. Threw me off there. I said Mustafa Ali. We've gotten AEW this month. I love that these companies are competing with each other for names because we, the fans, are benefiting from it the most. And then we also got like Calgary. Calgary's starting to kill it pretty good for bringing in names. Some weird ones, but like, because I think Enzo Amore or the real one is
real ones here. They had Nick Aldis was the champion in Dungeon Wrestling, or he was the Super Heritage champion. He's the champion there now. So EC3's been here, been there. So was it Matt Cardona was supposed to be there? I don't know if he's stuck because he did get hurt. He did tear or something, so he is injured. And I don't think he can wrestle. It's supposed to be in early June or in June there. He might, but again, he says he's still willing to make his appearances and show up to stuff and do. So I don't know if it's changed for Calgary. I don't know, but it's still like Alberta wrestling has really, I found has evolved and taken that next step for all the companies are really pushing. RCW has brought in some names. They're bringing Lee Rush, Top Talent. You've got Love for Wrestling. CWE had Savio Vega, who, oh my God. So you'll hear more about it, but oh my God, Savio Vega in 2024 can still go.
Yeah, there was not much difference from back then to now. It was pretty impressive. But back to Gabe Kidd and Kiyu. Here. This morning we actually saw that Gabe Kidd was on, I believe, some newscast somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the city and town and whatever. It's not as relevant. What's relevant
it's
relevant is
probably in California.
Okay, whatever.
Where he's
Moving on. It was hilarious to watch because he made some very interesting statements about the quality of WWE, the quality of AEW, and some proclamations on the quality of NJPW. So if you are on Instagram or the X thing, definitely go check out his post, see if you maybe agree with it or disagree with it. He also tried to fight the weatherman.
Yeah.
I mean, relatable. I mean, in Alberta, it's like our weather here is menopausal. So, like, it's a hot flash in the morning and a cold flash in the afternoon, another hot flash in the evening before the sun goes down, followed by another cold flash. So, like, relatable. We want to kick the crap out of our weather people, too. Give her hell, Gabe Kidd.
Yeah.
The setup for this weekend has been very interesting, and I really enjoy seeing the wrestlers doing stuff on other areas. Yeah,
100%. Because again, it's showing them exposing themselves to the wider audience and giving the everyday person who maybe has only known about WWE some information about, oh, there's this company in New Japan. Oh, this crazy Brit is trying to beat up our weatherman. Maybe I should go watch this crazy Brit and see who's trying to beat up on Saturday night. Like that's.
Or maybe I'm mad at this crazy Brit for trying to beat up our weatherman, and we're gonna go watch him get beat up by somebody.
Yeah, again, and dude, that's that no ropes, no DQ match. We'll talk about that in just a bit here because we're gonna preview Resurgence. But we're gonna actually jump over to the Best of Super Juniors, which starts tomorrow. And we're going to do a quick little preview here. So we got the A block here. I got a list up for me and Mel here. So in the A block, you have Blake Christian. You got Bushi. Clark Connors. El Desperado. Hayata from Pro Wrestling Noah, which I cannot wait to see him in this tournament. Kevin Knight, the man with the springs for legs. Kosei Fujita. Titan. TJP. You gotta crowns up. And Yoshinobu Kanemaru from House of Torture, which I'm worried with that one, but I still think I think Show's more the one for his interference where he's gonna have somebody Kanemaru
it's gonna be a combo breaker with those two. It doesn't matter. It's House of Torture, and let's be honest, Yoshinobu Kanemaru has been in Show's corner doing everything he can to keep that IWGP Junior Championship on Show. I suspect that Show will, I mean, hypothetically speaking, if I'm in this faction, I would expect, especially if I've just joined and put in the effort to ensure that my OG team member is keeping his title, I would expect the same in return. So I suspect that it doesn't matter what night, we are getting tortured.
Yeah.
Regardless.
So I got a question for you. Out of the A block, so it has been stated that the top 2 will be going to the semifinals. The best number 1 in A block will face number 2 in B block. Number 2 in A block will face number 1 in B block. So out of who do you think are the top 2 in your opinion? We're going to both give votes here. We're going to also pick our finals, and we're going to pick our pick our winners.
So I feel like I struggled with Block A a lot when I started looking at the names, because I'm like, they have been building Desperado a little bit. So it would be nice to see him take a forefront. But I also think it would be smart, given the connection with Noah, to have Hayata do fairly well in this as well. I love Teton though. And Teton made it to the finals last year. Like, it was the battle of our choices.
Yeah, I picked Lotto. She picked Teton.
Yeah, but I've also been pretty privy to Blake Christian, and he is so damn good. Who do I go with here? I think my top two are going to be both irregular people for the company. I think I'm going to go with Blake Christian and Hayata.
So Blake and Hayata. In what positions do you think? Like, who's going to be first? Who's going to be second?
I think Blake is going to be first.
Okay, so I just want to know, because it's gonna depend on how we pick our semifinals and things. So for me, I'm going to go with Kosei Fujita, number 1.
No shit.
And number 2, I'm going with Hayata, same as you. I really feel like having Hayata there is going to be
a deal breaker for sure.
He's got to make a semifinal. I feel,
yeah, because he's kind of like I would say the dark version of Hiromu Takahashi.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Interesting. I knew Fujita would be on your list.
Yeah, I'm going Fujita. Again, I pick with my heart. I don't pick with my head beyond the day. And I picked with my heart last year. I was right.
You were right.
My heart worked for me last year. It doesn't always work for me. You know what I mean? It sometimes steers me wrong. But
and it would be nice to see, this is the third kind of group of young lions that I'll personally be seeing kind of coming back from excursion, because the last group was obviously Narita, Suji, Shota, and the last one, Yuya. the most underwhelming one, who has
the first one to win a title.
First one to win a singles
title.
Yeah. I Fujita also does have a soft spot in my heart, and I would be very happy to see him get the win on that too. But I feel like this is a phenomenal opportunity to have global exposure, and I feel like there'll be a little bit more exposure to the North American people later in the tournament if they have someone like Blake.
Yeah, 100%. And having Blake and Hayata, that really gives it a very different feel going into the semifinals.
100%.
So yeah, we're going to jump over to the B block here.
Yeah.
So in the B block, we have Doki, we have Dragon Dia, who's coming in from DDT. I think it's DDT.
I think so.
We have Drilla Maloney, one of Mel's favorites. Francesco Akira, Mel's favorite. Hiromu Takahashi, the man who's won 4 times now, I think. Yeah, 4 times.
I think so, yeah.
The 4-time winner. Kushida, Ninja Mac from Pro Wrestling Noah, who Mel finally got to watch in a hardcore match. There. But that was a good hardcore match.
It was actually very, very well done, considering the size difference too.
That dude was way bigger.
Yeah.
Sho, sadly, and Taiji Ishimori. Okay, I'm gonna give you my picks first, and I'll let you think on it. Because again, you get the picks first last time. So for me, it's tough. I'm all heart here, but I'm trying to be practical here. I think first overall, I'm going with Drilla Maloney. I think he's going to get a strong push. And number 2, sadly, it's going to be Show. He's going to cheat his way into getting that second place.
I share the sentiment with Drilla. That was my obvious first pick on that one.
So is he first or second for you?
He's first for me.
Okay, so we're
because
both.
I definitely think he's going to get a push. I struggled on the second though.
Oh, okay.
I struggled on the second because I had 2. Because it came down to, I think for you, like similar to you, my heart and my head is my second pick. So my heart is saying Doki, but my head is saying Robbie Eagles.
Oh.
It's been a hot minute since we've seen Mr. Eagles here. I think with the TMDK push, with Shane Hayes, Mikey Nichols being the strong champions, Fujita also being in Block A, and then Zack Sabre Jr., I feel like he's going to be on a warpath now after losing the TV title there. I feel that this is an opportunity for them to focus the attention on both Fujita and on the returning Robbie Eagles. So I'm going to go with my brain on this one, and I'm going to go with Robbie Eagles because I feel that a push for him would be tremendous, not just for him, but also for TMDK, which I think they're finally starting to reward a little bit more in NJPW, because like I mentioned before, TMDK are the team that you call if you want to have a good match, but don't necessarily want to put the titles on them, because you know that they will put on one hell of a show. They are a guaranteed banger. It doesn't matter where or with who. They just have that insane ability to just be that good.
Yeah.
So I feel having the TMDK boys kind of come down into the finals with Fujita and Robbie Eagles. Smart booking. Be a smart booker, Gato.
Yeah, again, it sounds like a great finish to me.
Uh-huh.
So you have Blake Christian and Hayata coming out of A block, and you have Joe Maloney and Robbie Eagles coming out of B block. So you have Blake Christian versus Robbie Eagles, and then you have Joe Maloney versus Hayata. So out of those matches, first Blake Christian versus Robbie Eagles, who do you pick to win that? Because again, you put them in the numbers, so. Because again, you could end up with an A block versus an A block at the end.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Between Blake and Eagles, holy crap! First of all, what a freaking high-speed match that would be! Oh my god! Let's stick with the head. Stick with Robbie Eagles.
So Robbie Eagles.
Blake has to make it to the finals, though, or at least to the semis.
Yeah, I agree.
To keep the North American attention, I think.
Yeah, kind of like Mike Bailey last year.
Yeah,
he won. He was number 1 in the A block last year. Yeah. So like he was that representative for all of us North American fans who follow him. He's your way in for. He was a way in for. I know some people that weren't a New Japan people, but knew Bailey from like TNA and stuff. Yeah, watched the Super Juniors because he was there, and it gave them their window in. And I know still watch New Japan to this day.
Yeah, and that's what we want. We want to enrapture the viewers and bring them in and stick them with our company.
So you have Drilla Maloney versus Hayata. Who are you going with here? Do you go New Japan in the finals? Or you do New Japan versus Noah in the finals?
So between Drilla and Hayata,
yeah,
I want to say that as much as I love Drilla, I want to say Hayata would be the smarter win on that one. Because it would because Hayata is a champion, correct? Right now in that one? He came out with the title, I think, on that show.
I think so. I'm just pulling him up right now.
So first of all, it would give Hayata an opportunity to come back. Particularly with maybe another junior to face off against Drilla Maloney and Clark Connors for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championships.
Okay, he's the current GHC national champion, so not even the junior title. He's got essentially what it's more like it's closer to their like never. It's to like the never open. It's like more of a. It's no matter what division you're in kind of belt.
So yeah, in the hierarchy. It definitely outweighs
Yeah.
the junior tag champion for sure. But again, I would like to see Hayata kind of take that and then come back with a partner to face off against the War Dogs for the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships.
So we have your final of Robbie Eagles versus Hayata.
Mhm.
So for me, I have Kosei Fujita taking on Sho, and I have Drilla Maloney versus Hayata. Say we have the same second match. So for me, I'm going to say I'm picking my heart and my head and my brain because nobody wants to see Sho win anything. For me, it's Kosei Fujita.
I want to see Sho win a mask. Put on his stupid face and we don't have to see his overreactive.
But you know he would still have the eyes cut open. He would have the mouth exposed like Rey Mysterio. So you would see crazy expression even under the mask.
Melball chooses the mask.
And unlike you, I'm going with Drilla Maloney.
Ooh.
I think Drilla will spike Hayata, forcing Hayata to come back and wanting revenge on Drilla Maloney for beating him in the semifinals.
So instead of having a tag team match, you would rather have a singles match.
No, he's going to come back with a partner to go after Drilla and Connors after their tag titles.
Oh.
Because he got beat by him. So he's like, no, I'm coming back to take your belts. Like, I'm coming back for revenge and I'm taking your belts at the same time kind of deal.
Interesting. That could segue too. I mean, hypothetically speaking, could segue because that's a pretty big title that he's got on there. That might be something Finley might be interested in.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just putting in your final is
Yes.
Robbie Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
TMDK versus Hayata from Noah, who I have a feeling I know who you're picking.
Yeah. Oh, now hearing it out loud. Robbie Eagles, goddamn. I feel it would be a very smart choice to keep the winner in NJPW and keep Robbie. And personally, I would like to see Robbie Eagles get the push. I would like to see that. I think he deserves it. He's worked very, very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the work he's done with Fujita.
Yeah.
Like, god damn. Yeah. Robbie Eagles, Super Junior champion.
Yep.
Let's go.
So everybody, again, Drilla Maloney is absolutely amazing, and everybody knows I have just pure love for Kosei Fujita since he returned. But since we're not even returning, he did have his like month and a half excursion to Australia. I think it was. He left for like a month or two, and then came back for the Super Junior tournament, the Super Junior Tag League.
When you have the best teachers clearly in professional wrestling in that entire team, I mean, look, you can literally go into TMDK with literally nothing on your background and have absolutely everything at your fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
You got the submission style from Fujita as well as Zack Sabre Jr. You got that chaoticness of Shane Haste. You got the high speed ability of Robbie Eagles. You got the yeet ability of Big Toots. Big Toots.
Big Toots.
You got the Mikey Nickel.
Again, that's another power guy that she's learning from.
But like a smaller power guy, like both
The more dynamic power guy. Like
Yeah.
nothing that Big T's ain't dynamic, but Mikey Nichols can do certain things.
Mikey
Maybe
Nichols is an interesting one because I feel like Big Teats is like a combination of Haste and Nichols.
yeah.
But he does do some aerials that you're like, holy shnikes, a big guy like that doing that, holy shit.
Yeah, but again, he's learned from such a great team.
Yeah.
And with all that said, I'm going with Drilla Maloney.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Boom boom.
I just think the guy is
That's
on.
Drilla kill though.
And he's going to spike Kosei Fujita so hard, and it's going to break my heart. In my heart and pureness, I want Kosei Fujita to win this. Don't get me wrong, but the way I've built this with Drilla Maloney coming into the finals, I just feel like Drilla's going to just murder him.
His they did the what's the word I'm trying to find, press conference for it today.
Mm.
And the videos and clips are coming out for it now. Drilla had a very impassioned speech for everybody, much how everyone else kind of does. But it was a very interesting way to see Maloney because we're used to seeing him pretty unhinged. With War Dogs, he was pretty reserved, pretty collected, and very straight to the point. I'm gonna kick your ass. I like it.
Yeah, again, I just think it's going to be an incredible tournament.
Mhm.
And all of these 4 people we picked to go to the semifinals might not even be there.
Yeah, they could be
And
taking
this,
the company
again,
in a completely different
this is
direction.
purely our speculation, our choice, our feelings.
Mhm.
There is nothing to
For all
this.
we know, they're probably going to try to get a resurgence, pun intended, to Kushida.
Or they're going to have Show win the whole thing and pick his challenger, and it's going to be Yoshinobu Kanemaru. That's. I think I just broke Mel.
I would have to go to Japan after that.
Gato is
I
that
might not come
insane.
back.
Gato is that insane, though.
He's insane, but he's not stupid. That would be a stupid decision.
It's true. So quickly before we get out of here, because we only got about another 12 minutes, because we want to keep this under an hour. We're gonna just jump over. We're gonna talk. Just one graphic. We're gonna talk Resurgence. I got the card here. It's gonna again. I don't know if this is the order, but we have Chaos, which is Rocky Romero and Tomohiro Ishii teaming up with the DKC versus House of Tortures, Evil, Jack Perry, and Ren Narita. I think that's gonna be a fun match. I want to see Chaos win that though.
Well, yeah, because no one wants to see House of Torture win anything. To be honest, though, I mean, we have seen how Jack Perry has kind of evolved since joining House of Torture. I mean, look how interesting he's become.
Mhm.
So, arguably, better team to have him on than with
The Elite.
Buckies, Buckaroonies, and Ring Around the Okada. That being said, yeah, I think
I just feel like
I don't think so, actually. And the only reason I'm disagreeing is because as much as I love the DKC, he is still that guy that usually takes those spots.
Yeah. Again, I want Chaos to win. I feel like, but I do think House Torture wins it, but I want Chaos to win so badly. Especially after Rocky was just took a loss on AEW Dynamite too.
Yeah. The only thing that I'm hoping for is that we don't see the GOAT mask. That's a terrible decision.
Yeah. And the next match, let's say TMDK defending their New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team titles. Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes. They're defending against the Gorillas of Destiny, El Fantasma and Hikuleo. Personally, I don't want to see the titles go back to GOD. I want, again, it's an easy pick, TMDK to win this. I just feel like they can do so much more with these belts than what GOD's already done for so long.
Yeah. I think it's I love seeing how ELP and Hikuleo have evolved in the Gorillas of Destiny, because they kind of came in like ELP was in Bullet Club, he was kind of a dick, and Hikuleo used to be a part of Bullet Club, he was also a dick, and he got kicked out, and he was like less of a dick, but still kind of a dick. But now they've kind of done the little heart thing. Oh, my claw fingers here. They're doing the heart thing. They're doing a little love thing to the crowd. I like the face turn, and I think that it's done very well for them. But I'd like to see them do a little individual growth and evolution coming up. I think that they should still remain a tag team and a faction, but I'd like to see like ELP doing something different on his own. I'd like to see Hikuleo start stepping out on his own as well, especially now that his brothers have kind of jumped.
Gone away. Yeah, I agree.
They jumped.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Then we have West Coast Wrecking Crew, Jarrell Nelson, Mel's least favorite, and Royce Isaac, who we're going to be seeing in 3 weeks. Yay. Taking on Dirty Work of Fred Rosser and Tom Lawler. That's what it's listed as. Dirty Work, baby.
What is happening right now? Fred Rosser, you're supposed to be like the patriot now, the new guy who's like, and you're threatening to go into people's houses. What kind of name is that? Man, you know what though? I'm interested in this feud because, you know, like, again, I'm not the biggest Jarrell Nelson fan. He's a good wrestler. He's just not my favorite character. This separation of Lawler kind of getting out of Team Filthy and leaving West Coast Wrecking Crew, and I guess Danny Limelight also technically off onto the side there. It's showing us a different side of Tom It's showing clearly a different side of Fred Rosser. I didn't know he was so gangster. My goodness. But then it's showing us a little bit more for West Coast Wrecking Crew, which, again, not a team that I've really been privy to. And I know that they're very over, especially in the West Coast area. So I feel that this is a good way to get people who, like me, who are not too invested in these people, a little bit more invested in these people.
Yeah.
But like someone needs to like manage Fred Rosser.
Oh, very much so.
Don't give him a microphone.
Yeah. So then you have Bullet Club, which is David Finlay and Kenta taking on Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsuya Naito, and Yota Tsuji. I only will say this because you have the one half the tag champs and the current global champion. I have a feeling Finlay and Kenta take the win here. Kenta doesn't lose for once.
Kenta tends to not lose in North America.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Except against Hikuleo.
Yes, that's true. That is true. What would be interesting though is Tsuji did just have that war with Finlay. How interesting would it be to see him pull a win on Finlay and earn
because I could set up a title
an
match.
Opportunity? Yeah,
I didn't even look at it that way.
Yeah, so I actually I'm gonna go back to my boy. Although I am very much a Bullet Club
Bunny?
War Dog Bunny. Yeah, like, I'm a Bullet Bunny on this one. Yeah, I have to say I would like to see Yota Tsuji get a pin on Finlay. Not because I want to necessarily see that happen, but because I want to see the match that could follow up on that.
Oh, I think you're right. Again, I'm still gonna go with Bullet Club to win, but I see your path and it makes so much sense.
The path you are walking on is righteous.
We got 1, 2, 3. So 6 more to talk about. So we're gonna make it quick. Stephanie Vecchia defending her New Japan Strong Women's Championship against Alex Windsor, who debuted she was, I guess she was there way back, but
yeah, we've seen her a few times.
Yeah,
she's great, but
yeah,
I'm definitely going with Vecchia.
Yeah, I think it's an easy pick for Vecchia because she just got this title a month and a half ago from Julia. I don't think she drops it this early. She's doing great work with it.
Yeah,
I think this is just another stepping stone for her. She had a great match with Azumi. She that wonderful getting the title from Julia, and now I think her wins are going to kill it. But yeah, I'm Stephanie Vecchia.
Yeah, it's going to be one hell of a freaking match, though, because Windsor is unnaturally strong. She's going to yeet Vecchia around, but I suspect Vecchia is going to retain.
So yeah, then we have El Presidente, Hiroshi Tanahashi, taking on Zack Sabre Jr.
I'm not going to lie, I'm sick of seeing that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not particularly interested. And especially now that there's nothing for them to be.
Zack gets his win back here. For losing at Wrestle Kingdom, he pins El Presidente here. Yeah, because
why do we have to keep giving Zack these sympathy wins on smaller shows? I don't like that. Yeah,
I just that's just a feeling I'm getting. Is this is to give Sabre his win back? Well, you hit with him heading maybe getting ready for G1 coming up in a couple months. You want to have him?
I mean, just give him the G1.
Yeah, that's. You're spoiling my pick, Mel. When we do our G1 preview,
give him the G1. Stop giving us these weird matches.
So then we got Jeff Cobb defending his television title against Lance Archer.
That's great.
Just big meaty men slapping meat, just beating the piss of each other, and Jeff Cobb retaining. I'm going to say in about 13 and a half minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to say they're going to either take it to a time limit draw. I feel Jeff is going to retain, but I feel like they're either going to take it to a draw or it's going to be like so close.
In that last minute and a half kind of.
Yeah, I love Lance Archer. He's going to make that match so entertaining. The banter between those two is going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got the never open weight title, Shingo Takagi versus Yuya Uemura. Yeah, I'm going with Shingo because I don't think Yuya deserves one title, let alone 2.
Oh God, yeah, please, Gato. Make that make sense.
This is Rocky.
Rocky, please. Oh no. Rocky, please be the better decision.
No, but Gato's not going to let Rocky do a title change on him like that.
Oh, God, no. Please don't. No. Especially against Shingo, man.
Yeah, it's Shingo. And then semi-main event is a New Japan Strong Open Weight Championship, no rope, last man standing match. I mean, the ropes are being taken down. These guys are just going to brawl till the one is essentially dead. Eddie Kingston versus Gabe Kidd. I think this is the crowning of Gabe Kidd as the strong openweight champion.
Could you imagine?
I think so. And he's going to become even more unhinged once he has a title in his hands.
You imagine David Finlay and Gabe Kidd, the two powerhouses of Bullet Club War Dogs now, with the exit of Alex Coughlin, running shit. Oof. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, I think you're picking. Yeah, you're like me.
Yeah, I actually have grown to enjoy Eddie Kingston's New Japan stuff, and you've been saying that he and Moxley have both been bringing the New Japan stuff back to AEW because I don't watch that regularly, which warms my heart. Please always do that.
Yeah,
please always.
And then the main event is Jon Moxley again defending his World Heavyweight Championship against his young boy, Shota Umino. I know a lot of people there's talk that it's Shota Umino's time here, but I feel like Jon Moxley keeps it until Forbidden Door, where I think he drops it to whoever the New Japan guy that's challenging for the title is at Forbidden Door.
I just don't like Jon Moxley having the IWGP title.
Oh, me either.
So for me, I want to see it off of him as quickly as possible. But what I would love to see, and honestly, what I think would make the show for me, is Shota winning the title, Moxley trying to hand it off to him, and then torture happening. Yeah. And I would love to see Ren Narita get his storyline back from Jack Perry and start feuding with Shota Umino for that IWGP championship.
Yeah. Again, I think that would be really cool too. My feeling is that Moxley has it till again, that is my feeling.
The feeling is that Tony Khan has made a substantial donation to something.
To the Gato Gets Money Fund,
To the El Presidente.
Yeah, to the El Pres.
Gets to keep El Presidente in club.
Yeah,
Let's take it to the outro, sir.
So it is time to get out of here. So you can find me on the X at That Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at That Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, or on our YouTube page at youtube.com/@Andre Melball Wrestling Talk. You can also find all the stuff for Andre Melball Wrestling Talk over at Sunday Nights Mainevent.com in audio forms. Check them out, or if you want to support them, patreon.com/SNME Radio. You can find us here every Friday doing Japanese wrestling update. Me and Melball. Gee, this is so weird doing it in person. It is so weird. But I love it.
I have to avoid pointing to OLE and not smacking you in the face.
Yeah, right here on the OLE every Friday. And then you can find me this coming Wednesday. Me and the Ed. We're inverted. I'm Melball today. You're Andre. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna cross your arms. No, I'm not putting those on. I'll break.
I don't have that bad.
No. My head's too big. I'll break your glasses.
No, you won't.
Yeah. And then this coming Wednesday, you can find me and my boy Old Ed. We're gonna be talking the X-Men final 3 episodes on Marvel Talk. Tolerance is Extinction. The first 2 episodes have been just crazy. I just finished watching episode 2 this morning before I went and worked out with Rich, and my heart was broken, while also going, oh my God, more at the same time. So lots of that. And then I got to give a quick shot. And then, see OLE, check us all out, all the YouTubes and everything else. And I got a quick shout out to our boy Mike the Ref, youtube.com/@backburger-videos. Simulcast all mine and Melball stuff. Check out his Twitch for all his live gaming content, and his YouTube for all the replays of gaming content, youtube.com/@backburger-gaming. Find him, Mr. PJC, Mr. Rick Jules, and the freaking guest, Miss Kayla J.
The J. There we go. Kayla J. Kayla J.
Kayla J. Kayla J.
We love Kayla J here.
We do. Melball, where can they find you? Quickly, where can they find you?
Yeah, well, and to follow Melball, you can find her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can find her everything else. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find her on Astrid Bizarro's YouTube channel where we do our show Ladies Wrestling Showcase. And you can also find all of Astrid Asks interviews, where you can find the most recent interview with Zeta Steel.
Who's going to be at Marigold?
So go check that out. Follow, subscribe to her. She is amazing. If you're wanting to watch any of the wrestling we were talking about today, we will leave links in the description box down below. It's njpwworld.com, stardom-world.com, and wrestleuniverse.com. It is 999 yen for Wrestle Universe, and NJPW World 920 yen for Stardom, which works out to approximately 10 Canadian. Shout out Sean Spears. But it's more like $7.50 according to bank accounts, but still an amazing price to watch some amazing professional wrestling. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
Just want to say thank you all for joining us here on a very special edition of Japanese Update, the live in person edition.
Post-workout edition.
Yes, we're all swole. I hit the mic. We're all swole and jacked and just crazy, you know. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us here. We really appreciate if you can, whether if you're on the Twitch, please follow the channel, and if you can subscribe to us if you want. And Prime, you get a free subscription every month. So please just follow us with that. We'd appreciate it. And also, if you're on the YouTube, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, share us out to all your friends, family, crazy little weird dogs that run across the I see running out the window, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time we drop a new video or we drop new videos.
Ding dong.
Oh, is somebody here?
Carly.
Maybe.
And that being said, I am your Melball. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Adios.
Ready to fight, ready to go, that's provided word. Taking chances, a gift that just gets one.